Hi, I'm Alistair Rinfret, Managing Director of Balcan Engineering Limited here in the UK. We're a family business founded in 1973, and in the late 70s we made the first commercially available vial crusher. I'm here to talk to you today about the pneumatically operated Mk2 vial crusher, which is suitable for vials from 1 milliliter upwards. Ideally suited to HPLC and chromatography vials. It will also crush scintillation vials and any other vials, glass vials that is, up to about 200 millilitres. Fabricated throughout in stainless steel, very few moving parts, slow moving parts as well, generates very few aerosols. You always have to be careful if investing in a vial crusher. If you're using electric motors with solvents, there's risks of sparks, and if it's high speed, you're going to generate those aerosols which defy gravity and you can't control. Anyway, on with the demonstration as to how it works. It consists of an adjustable braking chamber internal, which can be adjusted through turning the black knob. Once set, once set to a vial, to the size of vial, then nothing can pass through unbroken. Vials can have aluminium closures, rubber bungs, paper labels, be filled with powder, filled with solvent, saline solution, whatever you want. So you set up the braking chamber. You have a drawer to collect the debris. You have your loading hopper for putting the vials in. And you have your on-off switch. Simple as that. It runs at about 80 psi, uses about 7 CFM of compressed air. We recommend running it off mains air supply. If you run it off cylinders, it can become quite expensive. There is a connection on the top here if you want to put a trickle of water through, particularly if you're doing powders. There's an outlet here for collecting the liquid. Now, one thing to remember about crushing vials, this system does not pulverise it. It does not turn the glass particles into sand. Turning them into sand reduces the drainage. It's just like going down to the beach or the seaside one day and then picking up some sand by the sea. It still has a lot of water retention. Our system breaks the vials into pieces, down to about 90% of their original volume. The liquid, there's a tray in here, the liquid then drains underneath, drains out the spout and can be collected in a container underneath. The machine's available with its own cart. It can be bench mounted, mounted in a fume hood depending what solvent or what's in the vials it's going through. We've supplied to companies where they're doing scintillation vials, radioactive waste, water soluble, blood cultures, etc, etc. Okay, on with the demonstration. The machine cannot operate with either the lid open or the drawer open due to safety interlock systems. That prevents any risk of people putting hands in and getting any pinch points. So, to operate, here's a shovel I had prepared earlier. Tip the vials in, close the lid, and then very simply, switch on. And there we have it. Once it all goes quiet and there's just the sound of compressed air, that's it all done. So it just runs down to then taking the drawer out, or if there's liquid in it, allowing the liquid to continue to drain away for a few minutes, or once you're done, take the drawer out and then dispose of the glass in whichever way your authorities require you to. Now, just let me tip some out and then I can do a close-up for what we have. I'll take out the bottom of the drawer so you can see. That is a plate which sits in there, allowing a gap underneath it so the liquids drain drain out underneath. No messy nylon bags, no mesh bags to mess around, because they just tend to trap the liquid, or if they puncture then it becomes a mess because you end up with broken glass elsewhere. Okay, so if you can see that, that's what you get, a selection of broken glass particles. If I can get in any closer. So I'll now just do a pan around the machine for you. The pneumatic system. Inside the drawer you can see there the switch that prevents it being operated with the drawer out, the adjustable braking chamber, adjustment point, and then if we move up to the lid, again we have a point here which has to be activated to prevent unauthorized use with the lid open, and then there we go, inside that's the mechanism. So closed up, draw in, there we have it, the Mark II pneumatic vial crusher by Balcan. Thanks for watching.